All right, in this video, I want to make you aware of how our complaint process works. So this complaint could be somebody calls in and they have a true complaint. Some people call these they're dissatisfied. Maybe we missed something. Anyway, it requires us to take action, to go back out, to solve whatever this problem is. So all those are going to get lumped inside this thing called a complaint. All right, so this is how we solve those complaints internally. Um, so as I said, complaint, concern, voice of displeasure. Maybe we missed an area. Um, so the first thing is can you solve it? If you're a CSR or a salesperson, if a customer reaches out to you or you see an email, as you know, our job is to try and take that customer from um, their call all the way to solving the problem. If we can do that in one person, that is the best customer service there is. If we have to pass people off to someone else, it becomes less of a positive interaction with that customer. So, can you solve their problem? Yes or no. If you can't solve it, escalate it to upper management. There's going to be things that you as a CSR or as a salesperson cannot solve, and it has to go to upper management. And we're going to talk about that on the next slide. But if you can solve that, you are going to go to the customer's account. You're going to find that client and you're going to click on the auto assist. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this after this. That auto assist is going to pull up a form and you're going to document the complaint on the customer's account, and you are going to take care of the problem in its entirety. Okay, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that at the end of this video. So here are some things that you can solve. All right, so um, we didn't complete the job. We did, let's say we're doing a leaf removal. We did 3 parts of the house, but we missed the backyard for whatever reason. We need to go back out. All right, so that's something very simple as a CSR or a sales rep. You can just take care of that, schedule it, not a problem. Okay, and then once you schedule it, you need to communicate that to the operations manager. Now, if as you're watching this, you probably know that we're mainly chemicals, we are pest control, and we're holiday lights. You may be hired when we're still doing a few other services, but if those are the only services that we offer at that time, then they may need a chemical reservice. So follow the talk track, and if they still want that chemical reservice, it's totally fine. It's included in their package, free service calls, schedule as necessary. Any type of service warranty that you can do, we want you to solve that problem. Okay, things that you need to escalate. Okay, if there's, let's say we're aerating someone's property and the aerator hits the person's fence, breaks the fence panels off. Yeah, I understand that's something that you can't solve as a CSR. You still need to follow the auto assist and get that over to the operations manager. Operations manager can solve that problem. If you have somebody calls in super angry, you can't calm them down, say, hey, you know what? I will have our operations or our office manager call you back as soon as possible. One, that gives them a little bit of time to calm down, think about what they're talking about, and then somebody else can start having that conversation with them. We're always trying to do the right thing and solve the customer's problem no matter what, no matter how angry the person is or anything. If somebody needs a refund, only management is allowed to offer refunds. So that would have to be something that goes to your manager. And then something, maybe you're not as familiar with in Service Autopilot, you just don't know how to do it. That needs to be escalated. And if you don't know how to do it, you need to ask either a manager, how do I do this in SA? Or take a little bit of initiative, find the Service Autopilot support page, do a little bit of research on it, and see if you can solve that problem yourself without having to ask your manager how to do this. Typically, when you go in, you show the initiative of how to look things up and find those. It is retained in your brain a lot more. So we would rather you go down that path of looking through Service Autopilot support and trying to solve that problem, as opposed to just going and asking. Typically, if you just go and ask, you're not going to remember the next time you have to do it. Okay, so now these are some things that you can solve, you can't solve. We're obviously going to have some one-off situations. And in that case, ask your manager how to do something in this one-off case. But now we are going to go into one of our accounts, and I'm going to show you exactly where and how to do this. Okay, so we are in an account that we call account dummy. So you can't really mess this account up. You can play around with this account. It is for training purposes. That's what this account is for. So if you look up by their name right here where my mouse is, you see this A. Okay, if you hover over it, it's going to turn into a little bit of a hand, and that is what the auto assist is. It's a shortcut to forms, essentially. So the reason we want to use this is because it is going to document that complaint or concern or missed area on the customer's account. It is going to move down here where it says activity. It will live down here forever. Okay, so as long as this person is a client, that complaint that is documented will be here. So in case they call again, we can look up that account. We can see that, hey, you know what, we've had repeated misses on whatever this particular thing is. Okay, so if we move up here, we're going to click on this. So anytime there's a complaint, you have to follow this process. It has to be documented. Okay, so click the auto assist. Right here it says customer complaint. Click on it, and you're going to see this form pop up, and you're going to click on that form. Okay, so this form is what you are going to fill out to solve the customer's problem. Their name, address, email, phone number, it's automatically going to fill. The date that they called in, you want to put that in there, and the time. These two, I'm going to have to go back and look. They should autofill. I'm not sure why they're not autofilling. But then right down here is the part that you have to follow in. Okay, so describe in length what the customer is talking about. So you have this box, and I think it only allows maybe 2,000 characters, so that's why we gave you a second box in case you need to bring it down. So you have a conversation with the customer. You need to describe in such detail. When I go back and read this, I know exactly what's going on. Okay, some people put notes down and it refreshes their memory, but it doesn't actually tell the next person that would be calling in or looking at this account what is really going on and how we can solve this problem. Okay, so you need to describe that in very, very good length. And then was there a resolution that you as a CSR or a salesperson came up with that person over the phone? Okay, so put that in here. What was that resolution? Did you say that, yep, we're going to send another tech right out? We'll get them out within a week, you know, to clean up the rest of the mess. Or, yes, I document that you still have some dandelions. 10 days later, we will come out and we will spray that. So put in here, you know, customer agreed to chemical respray after 10-day wait period. And you're going to have to look these things up. So how do you look up a wait period? There's another video for that. Okay, so when did we actually do the treatment to how many days have passed on that? So then, so that person, customer agrees to chemical respray after 10-day wait period. Added re-service to waiting list. And then you're going to put a hyphen, and then you're going to put your name. So I know that you were the one that talked to them and all that. Does this require an operations manager intervention? No, because I took care of it. Okay. Now, if it's something that you cannot solve, you need to put in length what the problem was. You obviously didn't come up with a resolution, and the chemical operation manager needs to reach them back out. And are they expecting the operations manager to call them or email them and reach out? So fill this out, click submit, and then um, this will automatically send the operations manager a email dictating all this information. Um, so after you have done that, the way that you add a service warranty to a waiting list is you click this add a job, click waiting list, and then you are going to type in service warranty. Right here, it's going to come up. It's going to be $0. So this one's for Christmas lights. And then you're going to put exactly what we need to do in these notes. 3 bulbs out, period. So if you see that, this is what the techs that are going to get this dispatched to them, this is what they're going to see. So if it says 3 bulbs out, if I show up to that job, I'm going to have no idea what to do, okay? So, but if you put 3 bulbs out, see attached pictures for reference, that tells me something. It tells me that I need to go look at the pictures that you're going to upload, okay? So you've put the notes in here. You took the call on 1/17. This needs to be completed by the end of the week. Actually, for Christmas lights, we give a 48-hour window, so it needs to be completed by the 19th. And you're going to assign it to this crew, this right here. You click this drop down. The crew, it says service warranty, and that way Casey can go ahead and find that. All right. Now, you're probably wondering, well, how do I go ahead and add these pictures? So once you click save, that service warranty is going to show up here. If you click back on that job, that same one, it's going to open up, but you're going to have these 2 different buttons right here. So you see this one that says attachments. You can upload attachments. If you have something that the customer can send you a picture, that makes it even easier for our techs to see. So say, hey, can you send me a picture of where these 3 bulbs are out? They send you a picture, they email you the picture, and then just upload them right here. Okay, if you have a hard time uploading them here, there could be 2 problems. One, we are out of space on our server. You need to let management know. We just need to contact Service Autopilot to get more space on the server. The other place, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you can upload attachments here at the very, very bottom. So just click attach file, put the files on there, and then when the techs are in the field, they can actually pull up these pictures. They'll see this. When they open up that job, they'll be able to see the actual pictures, and it says 3 bulbs are out. They'll know exactly what to do, okay? So that's how we have a customer complaint. It's how you put in a complaint form, whether you can solve it or you need to send it to management. And then how do you schedule this service warranty, okay? And we have multiple service warranties. So we have a generic service warranty, warranty, let's spell it correctly. All right. So we have this one down here. I know this box is really annoying, but we have this one down here. The service warranties don't have a price with them, okay? So service warranty, it's $0. That's just a general one. Service warranty chemical spray, that tells us that, hey, we missed some weed control in some areas. We just need to go back out and clean those up. And this one at the top, which you can't really see, that is the Christmas light one. Okay, so those are our 3 services. Chemical respray would be anything fertilization, weed control, anything pest control. Service warranty would be something general, like maybe we'd cause some damage, or service manager needs to go look at something, something of that sort. And then this top one, Christmas lights, bulbs out, strands out, a wreath fell down, anything that happened with a Christmas light job, that's what that one goes to. All right. So that's it. And you shouldn't really have any other problems with any other customer complaints. But if you do, just make sure to ask your manager, and they can help um, put you in the direction that you need to be. All right.